of your complete thesis. And it is the structure, it is readable, and everyone can easily understand this one. Title page. Then I have already told you that the declaration, you have to make your own declaration that the work is original. Then you have to go with the supervisor certificate, and please make good relation always with the supervisor, because he is one of your, that he will also review your thesis. He will also give your the comment for your PhD, for your BSc, delete everything. Then the acknowledgement part, you have to acknowledge the people. Extended abstract, I have already explained, statement of thesis or the extended abstract, that is, you have to write down this one. And in that extended abstract, there should be motivation, problem statement, and approach. What was the approach? Then abbreviation should be included if it is the engineering, if it is social science, humanities, even in the management, in the law also, if you are using some term which are having the abbreviation, then you have to include that one. Otherwise you can avoid the abbreviation also. It is not compulsory, but if you are using the abbreviation anywhere inside your thesis, please make one chapter, that is make one part of abbreviation. Now the context, that is chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, list of figure, list of table. Then you have to go with the introduction. Now, which reference as per guideline? This is very important that I am telling you. That is, in the introduction chapter, is you are writing, you have to give your objective of your work. You have to explain the slightly about the methodology note of the later on also, you will explain that one. But you need to make the good presentation in the introduction chapter, because introduction is your face, and the impression that will come from the introduction chapter. So use proper language, use proper presentation in your introduction chapter. And review of literature, and every chapter should carry the reference. It is the very good if you can give the chapter wise reference rather than keep it to the last part. This is the two part, two different definitions. Like every chapter should carry their references, and we can make another bibliography. Bibliography, if the person, if the reviewer want to go for the bibliography part, then you can say all the references there. And reference is always preferable, because while you are say examiner checking your thesis, then it is easier for him also to get into the part. It is easier for him. Okay. So thereafter, method and methodology, which reference, that is, whenever you are adopting one method, please go with your methodology. You have to show the methodology, because why you are adopting the method, it is very, very important. I have already informed you that the justification is the main part in your thesis. So you need to show the justification. You need to give the explanation. You have to justify yourself why you have adopted this method, not that method. So while you are making the method and methodology part, please be careful by choosing the particular method. And finally, the result and discussion, and it is the heart of your thesis. The heart of the thesis is result and discussion. Result you are getting, and you are making the discussion on it. And discussion means the justification. How you are getting this, whether your data can be accepted, what is the importance of whether it is the original work, whether you are doing something new, it is really a blessing to the society, or this is one of the routine work that all the people are doing like this. So be careful while writing down this chapter, that is the result and discussion. Result and discussion, you have to be more and more careful. Okay. And then finally the conclusion. The conclusion chapter can be associated with future prospect of the work in the future, or different chapters. That is, if you are having the future prospect, that is, you would like to go for your postdoctorate work, and you would like to apply in some other country than your own country. And generally, we have a tendency that if we are setting a PhD from, say, India, then you would like to go for US, UK, Germany, France, China, maybe. So in that case, this chapter is very meaningful to you, because the paper of the work, while you are applying for your postdoctoral position, then you have to give the recommendation from different professors, and you have to show your proposal that why you do in your doctoral work. And for that purpose, please keep this chapter of you, and it should be clear to all. It should be clear to all. Okay. Just 1 minute I am taking. I think that record. I think. Well, so I will again go for that one. Yes. And okay, so I think that I have already explained on the mechanics of writing the thesis. That is from the title page to the bibliography. And as per our discussion, we'll go for that. Now, flowchart on research paper. And research paper, while you are writing the original research paper, or sometimes the review also. Okay, review paper and the original paper, two types of paper. Those are having the both are necessary, because someone doing the work earlier, someone doing the work earlier, and he is continuing his work. And in such case, that is, if you go paper, you need not to spend your time for doing the earlier or the basic work, because basic works they have already done. You can combine the 5, 10 papers, and you can give your overview on the subject. You can put your own thinking, your analysis on the particular subject if it is the review paper. I am saying about the review paper at first.